How's that? Better? Let's drop this audio down a little bit. We got a ultimate 80s synthwave playlist in the background. Set the tone into this sci-fi kind of stuff we're going to get into and some brick building. But this is a Toy Bacon kind of review stream. Going to give a shout out to a couple of the sponsors we got going on over here. Titan Toys, figures, TCG, and more. Use the promo code TOYBACON to get 10% off your first order at titantoys.ca. Scars and Strops Barbershop. See my boy at the shop. Import credit. That's 315 Lakeshore Road East for cut and fades. Takun Art. Check the best Smash art and order commissions at Takun Art on Instagram. One of the best Smash illustrators in the market. Toy Bacon, a tasty take on toys. Toy photography commissions open, fully printed and framed upon request. DM Toy Bacon on Instagram. Agogo Hair, get your color, cut, and style at Agogo Hair. Import credit. That is Lakeshore and Kothra. And the Awesome Toy Show. Watch the Smashdown finals live at the Awesome Toy Show this June. It has been delayed, but we will be getting back to it as soon as we can. But speaking of Awesome Toy Show, a couple things that we're going to be doing today a little bit different from Smash would be doing these action figure reviews. So first and foremost, we have the Figma Samus from Metroid Dread, latest action figure and latest Metroid game that's hit the market in recent times. We got a couple more things for the brick building. I wasn't able to get the box over, but when I was in Hawaii, picked up this Wolverine X-Men 97. So we got all the parts, and we're gonna get into him as well. Get a little bit more to scratch my fix for bricks. We have the Hula Girl. And then one thing that I haven't been able to get into, but I actually got at the same time as this Pokeball. Here is this Kirby set of nano bricks. So we're going to be taking a look at that as well. But let's get through Samus first, shall we? Let's get to business. How's everyone doing this Saturday, or Sunday rather, evening? It's going well. Like my mic is in view. Just a sec. Technical difficulties, am I right? Alright, first and foremost, again, we have the Good Smile Company Figma Metroid Dread action figure, which is one of the best iterations, I think, of her armor, for sure. So you got a bunch of things, game logos, toy company logos. You have the Nintendo seal of approval and a sticker as well. And then this kind of like reflective detail, which is kind of cool. Take a look at the spine. I know it's really close, but that is just a standard Figma box. So this is kind of like a sleeve, I guess, that it's in. You want to call it that. And then some additional poses in terms of what you get with the action figure. So you have Samus with the opened up charge beam, some dynamic poses over here, the morph ball, and a couple more things. You have the two additional hand accessories, the magnetic panel that attaches to pretty much anything metal. I tried it on my fridge, which is kind of fun. But once we open her up, it looks a lot more familiar to what I guess a Figma collector would be, grabbing, which is really just, this standard box. So we're gonna set this sleeve completely off to the side so we can get to the good stuff. Flip it over to the front one more time. Now this is what people are more accustomed to seeing, usually the window packaging, to see the action figure in its tray over here. So you can see the figure to the right. You have the morph ball, the opened up charge cannon, and that plate that I was mentioning to you, the magnetic plate. Some logos off on the side. Again, the Nintendo seal of approval here on the bottom. Some nice dynamic poses off to the side on the spine. And then again, even more dynamic poses, pretty much the same as what we found on the sleeve. The only difference I see here is it actually does demonstrate the top of the, or the magnet rather, the magnet feature that we have here. So, not sure if it's coming through, but definitely the feed looks like it's frozen. So we're going to check our droid cam connection. Seems to be running. See if we can get that fixed. Bear with me here. Trying to get this top-down cam going. Still trying to fix this picture, folks. Let's see if we try this droid cam source. Nope. Trying to open up the droid cam one more time. Apologize for the technical difficulties. And I think we are in business. Yes, sir. All right. Jumping back into the packaging. So again, this is what you're usually left with or looking for, you know, when you look for on the shelves a Figma box like this, except for the new sleeve that's kind of integrated with this packaging here. All these pictures pretty much are the same as what's on the sleeve. The only one that they really get to show off is the magnetic pose, is what I was kind of getting at prior. But yeah, it's this piece over here, so that could stick to a fridge or a pole or anything you have like that. I was able to take it out because I did take it to Hawaii, actually. I will be posting some Toy Bacon action photography, action figure photography at some point. I've done some of my Pokemon posts, my Jurassic Park, Spider-Man stuff that I posted while I was there, but otherwise, you know, nothing new here for me. Let's take that tray, we'll put the box aside with the sleeve. I did again have the accessories with me when I went on vacation, so this is them in their Figma bag. The action figure instructions, which are here. So again, in the bag, typical Figma plastic bag, right? I put all the extra hand bits here, so you get a joint, a bracket, open hand that can hold something, and then another fully open hand, more so for like you know, bracing the blaster or the floor or walls and stuff like that. Again, the instructions show everything that's included: the morph ball, the opened up charge beam, the magnetic piece, 2 extra hands, the base plate, the adapters, the articulated posing arm, and then the figure itself. Trying to see if there's anything here. Just kind of shows you more about the, I guess, the articulation and understanding the anatomy of the action figure. So again, this is the hip, kind of like a tri-ball joint, and then you can see that there is a knee swivel. You have a port in the morph ball that works with the stand. You could fully remove the cannon at the elbow, and then use the accessory, the other hand accessory, to kind of brace the arm. So it's kind of cool. It's already giving you like some ideas in terms of what to do. Showing you here that on the left and right of the arm, you could remove the hand and foot to port into the magnetic piece. And I have a couple photos of that as well. They have these little spacers now to kind of, I guess, help with maintaining that port. I don't know if it closes up or whatever over time, but there has to be a reason for that. We have the amazing butterfly joint around the shoulders, which is probably one of my favorite things, and I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, how to tighten the arm of the posing stand, action figure flight stand. Recommendations in regards to how to pull off the parts. So you're, yeah, just kind of bending it 90 degrees, putting a little bit of leverage and kind of yanking that off there. And same. So instructions aside, I think we're all old enough to know our way around those. I did mention the bag already has the accessories, so hold those off for a bit and we'll open the tray up and get a closer look here. How's the audio, by the way? Because again, I have YouTube playing in the background. And then I got the mic right in front of me, so let's go into... This seems to be working, I think. Right, the Figma Samus action figure in all its glory. Take a look at the body here. Really nice paint application, some muted and some metallic. You have the arm cannon. Magnetic piece. See the magnets just right here. And then last but not least, the morph ball. Out of the way. Pretty cool. And there's that port that you can use with the flight stand. Now again, I'm going to say this is hands down the best Samus action figure in the market, in my opinion, at least based on the ones that I have, which is pretty much most of them. I have the Other M suit, I have the Metroid Prime 3 Corruption suit, the Zero suit, and now this one. So pretty much all 3 armored suits and 1 Zero suit. But so we have Samus here. Again, looks pretty much like straight out of the game. As mentioned, there's, you know, matte colors, glossy colors, nicely integrated across the build. Arm cannon looks great, but again, the biggest improvement here, aside from the aesthetic, is these amazing butterfly joints over here to bend that far back. And like pretty much, look at this, crazy. Like this, the way that the shoulders like roll in towards like the helmet. Look at that. That is crazy. And the way that it's nicely covered up too, like this entire piece over here, like minimal gaps, you know, looks very seamless. We could press this down even more to close up those shoulders. Look at that. That is the winning feature of this toy by leaps and bounds, and probably in this category. Let's compare it to, I know this is something that I wanted to get into, but maybe even just to kind of give people, if they're just kind of tuning in for the first time and learning about these things. Figma is made, or this figure is made in a line called Figma, which is owned by a company called Good Smile. Good Smile company also makes Nendoroids, those little chibi kind of action figures with the accessories. They also do statues. So I did mention that I do have the Other M Samus, which I took off the shelf, my glass case. So I'm gonna port her out of here, and I'm gonna put the stand, and I'll even just clear out accessories a bit so we can stay focused. Stay focused, man. Keep the Pokeball in frame just because little teaser for later, right? But again, Samus from Other M. This is the first Samus action figure that they produced, and Samus from Dread. And you could see, you know what I mean, that they're pretty much in scale. One is just with the larger shoulders, but otherwise, you know, the waist and the other proportions are pretty much the same. It does look like this one does have a little bit more height, but it is I think this is a more organic kind of armor, you know, more slim, versus this one being more, you know, heavy armor. But because of that heavy armor and these shoulders is exactly why you can't get that butterfly, you know, like it's so limiting, like with these arms and this shoulder. Like look how hard it is to kind of like move this range of motion for the shoulder. Like this is the maximum that you get, you know. You can't really fold out the armor. There's only you can only fold the armor out so far, that it doesn't allow you to get into like a true T-pose, you know, to get your hands open. Maybe this, let's see if we can get, but let's compare T-pose with Samus from Dread. Look at that. Oh, I can almost get into Y pose, which is crazy. So I just move these shoulder sockets away, and you could see the exposed joint within. But yeah, look at the comparison in regards to like that wingspan, right? And then again, shoulder, like, or I guess like chest crunch, butterfly in from above. How she can like fully like slouch almost. And then if we use, you know, this Samus here, immediately these shoulder pads clash with the main part of the armor, you know, and the joints are not nearly as long enough. And I also don't want like any paint, you know, chipping by, you know, making contact with these two shoulders. So yeah, look at these, whoops, shoulder to shoulder, night and day. So definitely need to mess around with this figure more. Excited to, I don't think that she's going to replace this Other M Samus on my in my glass case, because she just fits a lot better with that. I do wish, and there probably is a Smash community that's modded this costume onto Samus now by now on Ultimate. But I guess what we can show too is that because it's a Figma, both of them are Figma action figures, there is a port on the back over here. It's kind of cool how they made like all these spinal parts, match, where that port is. But you just take, a generic Figma stand, which comes with every Figma action figure. So they should be all compatible, port that in. And now you can get Samus into aerial, like dynamic poses. So we'll mess around with the camera right now. And where's those accessories? Yeah. A little bit more like of a POV kind of shot. With this, I'm gonna grab the open hand so I can brace that blaster and show you again that crazy butterfly joint on the inside. So bear with me just a sec. Just gotta grab this guy's fist off. Yeah, how y'all liking this the action figure so far? I'm trying to make use of OBS to capture this content, which is what I usually use for streaming, but haven't been using it for toy reviews. But if you think that these overlays are doing all right, then let me know. Otherwise, whatever suggestions you have, open to hearing them just to improve the stream. It's kind of cool. Again, this is the little peg that comes with I guess all the new accessories now, and then that just ports into the fist. I'm guessing just to kind of maintain proportion or shape with the wrist peg over time. I don't know. If somebody knows the answer, drop that in chat or comment or whatever. All right, so we're gonna again use that crazy butterfly joint. You're gonna use this bicep swivel to turn in further, and then let's see, use this wrist to like brace it. How do I do this? I think I'm getting there. Let's get the visor lined up with the nozzle. That's what I'm trying to go for with focus here. Let's get a leg up. Pour it in. Oops. Turn this torso forward. Maybe lean it back. Like this. There's also the morph ball that we can port that into as well. This goes on to the bottom somewhere. There we go. So just kind of, I don't know, pose it as if you're dropping a bomb or something like that. I guess it'd be more like that. And it rolls, obviously. Maybe use that for some stop motion. Yeah, crazy posability with this figure, as mentioned. You could get to like a diving forward pose. I wonder how far this head. Just gotta do it, I guess, like that. Just work with whatever we got. Maybe bend the knee up. The dashing forward shot. Trying to make use of this stand. From a top-down perspective, it's a little different because I'm always thinking about it from that side angle. So you can get a pretty, dynamic dashing out like that. Shooting forward. And again, to switch out that arm piece, you just turn 90 degrees and then remove the cannon from the elbow joint. Just move this arm out of the way for now. Here you go, easy peasy. We grab our other cannon joint. This still has that peg, so we'll take that out. Toss this into the bottom of the elbow. Oops. Port that in. Now we have the new arm cannon. Toss that forward. Now instead of jumping forward, we can maybe do a dive back. Okay. Like this. Like a jumping, falling shot. Fadeaway jumper. Some of my favorite shots with Samus. Just short hop back shot, or just kind of legit just straight falling on the stage, or toward the stage, just tumbling towards the stage. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty sick too, right? I'm just trying to get the balance here on this flight stand. Try this out. There she is. So we'll go ahead and swap this arm cannon off. Again, just turn it 90 degrees, what they recommend. And then separate that elbow from forearm. And then this one goes back. I'll toss this peg in here too. For storage. And then again, the foot and hand. The forearms can be, or the hands can be, a little tricky to remove sometimes. Just trying to get leverage on on the arm and not the hand, or hand and not the arm rather. And, sorry, let me just find this ports out. Oops, pardon me. And then we just kind of orient the figure based on the way that this looks. So sometimes I reference the box. Where did I toss that box? This one, because it has an exact picture of how Samus should be posed, so I like to pull that one up too. So you can see her here on that top piece, right? So we're gonna look at the panel, or we're gonna look at the panel here just to articulate the figure, and then we'll port it into the magnetic backing as soon as we have everything in place. So it looks like the mount is this way in the photo, right? And then we need to get the figure with the knee up, which I got going on, and then I just gotta port in the arm. So the knee looks like it's more like it's as high as can be. So let's see here. I don't know the limitations of the Y joint. That's what they showed in the instructions. This is a 3-peg system, one socket in each thigh, and then a 1 peg going up into the torso. So let's see. Okay, that's pretty high. I think that's what they want in the photo there. And the knee goes down. Okay. Leg is straight. This one's just kind of dangling there. Okay. And then the back, I just kind of pose up. This arm is extended. And this looks like the shoulder's been moved back. Then we have the head and the arm cannon pointing out, away from the wall. Use this bicep swivel to get more of an outward point. But so now I gotta finesse this arm and this leg, or this wrist and leg into that magnetic port there. So I guess I do gotta take this ball peg out. There we go. And let's try it out. So we'll try and line up the foot port here. It looks like that's in right there. And this left arm port, but what a reach. Maybe I gotta make use of the butterfly joint to reach in. Oops, just took that out of the port there. That's fine, that clicks right back in. And I don't know. I think I might need to kind of bend a little bit more. Alright, so that's in. It's not really secure, but we're there. Now the knee and the elbow are touching, which are more or less the same as the photo. And let's turn the body out. And we'll look at it from this angle as well. Let's say she's looking out, aiming. Let's fix up this shoulder. Make sure that the nozzle's lined up with the visor. And then pretty much you have her posed, so she's, you know, the way that she should be. And then this magnet will go on any magnetic surfaces, which I don't have right now, nor do I have the camera angle to show you. We can get rid of the box just to kind of get some more real estate here. And yeah, you can see the figure better, right, from this angle. So yeah. Pretty sure there's probably dio builders that are already, you know, cloned and scanned this base piece, this panel piece, and maybe they're working on a dio. But yeah, she's holding on. You know what I mean? I'm only holding on to the magnetic base, and it's working out. You know. And again, I tried her on my fridge as well, and she did work. So I can vouch and say that this little gimmick works. Now I wouldn't leave her unattended or pretty much like hanging on a magnetic safe for so long, just in case whatever that magnet fails. You don't want your action figure falling from a couple feet high and potentially can get damaged. So I would say, yeah, take your pose, take your picture, your whatever for the gram, and get that figure down. Get the heck out of there. We're gonna port this regular fist back onto the hand as well, just for storage. Still trying to figure out where to put her on the shelf, but she's definitely a definitive Samus, modern Samus, I would say. As a Samus main, and really enjoying her colorway. The colors almost remind me of Fusion. So I think maybe there's also some bias there to, like, you know, I have more of an affinity to that title than to Other M for sure. I mean, Other M over here, it's like she's right there talking shit. The thing with the Other M figure is that yeah, it's close to the original SNES suit, but not quite. That one's a lot like chunkier, I guess. But yeah, this slim design, super sleek. My favorite Samus, and definitely the best Samus articulation wise. And I don't blame them. They're like 10 years apart. So, you know, if there was no improvement over those 10 years, then that would be a problem. But calling it now, one of the hottest figures, one of the best figures out there, not just for gaming, but just in general, is Samus. This Dread figure is nice. So we're gonna put her back on ice, and then we'll get into the brick building, which is what we mentioned. We have some Lego, we have some hula figures, mini bricks, nanoblocks. Let's just get this all out of the way. If you're on stream, let me know what action figures, what franchises you're into, because I definitely, even if it's not, you're not into action figures, if you're even just into gaming, specifically around Nintendo or the MCU and Transformers, like I got a pretty good collection that, you know, I'm down to stream in future. Here, ball, full tray. There you go. Going to her cardboard coffin. Make sure all the indentations are locked. I think we're good. Now again, I mentioned I am a more out-of-box collector, but I don't have a home for her just yet. So I will figure that out and update the community with where she's living. So far it's the Other M. This Samus is the one that lives on the Smash shelf. Wow, that's like a tongue twister. Smash shelf. Wow, that's, I never realized that tongue twister until literally right now. But getting Samus figures out of the way. The big build for today is, actually, you know what? I'm gonna save the big build. I was gonna say I want to do the Lego big build right now, but I decided that I'd rather do the Well, let's talk about the Hawaii haul first and foremost. I was on this building blocks kind of like itch. So, you know, if there was anything that was super cheap, then I would pick it up because Lego is rarely or never on sale here in Canada. So I ended up going to a place called Long's Drugs, which is just a drugstore like a CVS or whatever, Shoppers Drug Mart, or depending on where you live. And this X-Men 97 Wolverine was there for 11 USD or $15 Canadian, and it's $40 here in Canada. So I thought, it'd be silly not to get it at less than half price for our brand new figure, especially with the upcoming X-Men 97 cartoon that's coming out soon. So we got them. I wasn't able to bring the package home, but I do have the box. I have all the parts. So we're going to go through all of that to build Wolverine over here. I wanted some type of hula girl as a souvenir from Hawaii, so I ended up coming across this mini building blocks hula girl, 401 pieces, and pricey, $13. So I would say closer to $16 Canadian, but it's expensive, but it's unique. I don't expect to find anything like this in Canada, so definitely wanted to get something for to remind me of our trip, our engagement, and that reminded me that I have this unbuilt package, this Kirby mini blocks figure. I ended up getting it for free at Fan Expo, so that's where I got this Pokeball. It was just kind of like a little booth where they gave you the little Ziplocs and you would go and build those. So Logan and I built those there, and then I haven't built this. So I thought, let's get into these blocks on a lazy Sunday. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this hula girl. 401 pieces. Let's see how this goes. Completely manhandled and unboxed this without even articulating anything, so we're gonna go and call out that they have the dimensions here, so it stands just over 3 by 3 by 5 inches tall, and because of that, I'm thinking we should probably start with Kirby instead from nanoblocks and work our way to the larger and larger builds. How about that? I've decided. So we'll bring our Pokeball back for reference. See how similar it may or may not be to this kit here. So this little plastic bag, discard. How about the new overlays that we have? Again, what I've been using for Smash is pretty much the same thing, but we have the top-down camera instead of the gameplay. And then second of all, we have me off to the side with the content right below. You can see my hand. There we go. In and out of the shot. And this is using Droid Cam. So this top-down camera is my old phone using a Droid Cam. And the front camera on the left side there is a Anchor Works Power Conference 300, I believe, but a great cam for sure. All right, so we have both of these little parts pack, and you have all these bricks here. I'm not sure if there's a brick count on this build. It doesn't say. The Hula Girl says 400, and she's much taller. She's like 5 inches tall or something like that. 3x3, like the base is 3x3, and then so nothing on the back. So I guess we'll move these instructions off to the side here, and I'll start opening up these packages. My weak hands. My gaming thumbs. Oops. And all the parts immediately exploding all over the place. So put these off to the side. There are a few that fell down. Like those. Alright, I've recovered 3 fallen soldiers. And what I like to do is I always sort my bricks, I guess, prior to my builds, and that just kind of gets like similar shaped things together. So if I'm ever looking for something, I can easily find them in the pile, and it's just, I think, a lot more efficient than a pile of chaos. And that's just my childhood OCD, I guess, building Lego kits and just kind of going through that type of stuff. So we got some there. Oh, one rogue red piece here. And let's open this one. This is a much softer plastic. Stretchy. Okay. Come on. Alright, so we got the big boys here. As I say big boys, like they're like literally the size of like a Lego one piece, but in relation to everything else, they are small. Big pieces, 3 black pieces. I guess those are his shoes. Okay, 2 reds, 3 reds. Big pieces. We got, what is this, a flat? Okay, 2 flat. Line my flats in there. These little jaggies. I feel like these are all like very unique little jagged pieces. Oh, that goes together. Is this the same? No, they are not. We got the singles. All the single ladies. These triangle guys. Are these the same? Triangle guys will go there. Long hook here. Foot, little shoe thing, right? Those look like shoes, right? We got the single pieces that we'll bring up here with these guys. Single peg. More of the boots. Another hook. Another hook. More boots. Just gonna look for boot pieces. There we go. On there. Okay, hook guys. These weird bendy dudes. 1 peg. What's this one again? One of these, and we have a flat. Alright folks, we are 100% sorted, so we're gonna go ahead and assemble this, which starts with this piece like that, and then I need a 3rd piece. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build a little bit of a perimeter. focus like that. I'm gonna build Kirby in a circle. Or something. Alright, let's try this out. We have this piece, and we need 2 singles. Then this copyright or like logo piece. Where is it? There's a face. There it is. Okay. This here. I need to peg in the singles. So in the middle. Come on. All in brick. So tiny, these pieces. Okay, we got the base down. So that goes like this. Now I need to add these little leg roundy things. Front side is this way. Trying to get it in frame to show you how small this is. Slowly trying to keep that in focus here. So you gotta get 4 of these around the side. One more, and we should be on that 5. So we got this little piece with the copyright sorted out so far. So we have our base. We need to get another build on this angle on the outside. Oops. Okay. This is so meticulous and totally bad for my arthritis. There you go. Let's go, and we need to add the 2 pieces and the angle out. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get closer to the camera and let's really put this old phone to the test again. I said I'm using my old Google phone as a webcam right now through DroidCam. It's just a PC integration to use your old phone as a webcam, and it's honestly worked out pretty well. So can't complain. All right, I need to put 2 of these pieces together with a triple. Gosh. That's 1. That's 2. And then goes where? On the front here. Is that correct? Okay. Let's mirror that for the other side. That should go here. This should go here. So small. No, don't separate. Oh, these are so tiny. The connections are... The structural integrity at this point is not... I don't know what to say. It's not sufficient. Alright, now I gotta go to 7. So I gotta start laying out lots of bricks. So they're saying this. These should be connected there. I'm missing something. What am I missing? That's correct. That's correct. How is that not correct? Wait. That should be in line with the other one. That's correct for the front. But I don't think what happened? Right, pause. Pause. Let's get rid of this. Is that what the... One, two. No, that's supposed to be there. Sorry, I'm rolling back a step, folks. We are... Let's see here. This should have pegged icy. This should have pegged below. And where's the other one? I think it's this guy. One. Okay, I think we're in business. Okay, now that looks right, because I gotta align all those 3 back parts. And this is, again, look how crazy small, look how far, like, this brick is frustratingly tiny. And there goes a part. And more parts, maybe? I don't know if I should drop the camera because it's getting really pretty tedious right now. Let's switch to the full overlay and then I'll see if I can drop the cam a bit. Wow, never mind, that's like the lowest it can go. So I guess this is the this is what we're doing. Okay. I need to get this part here. That part. This is, again, can you guys see how crazy small this build is right now? Alright, this is a 3 by 3 and a 2 by 2 to fill up this side. Whoops. Come on. Hang on, hang on. Let's get this arm back. Where did this fall off from? Here? Okay. Now we keep adding on. There's the side. I don't know what this is. Goes up there. These are also supposed to be lower now too. Just trying to figure out where they port. Where's that port in? Pause. That ports into bottom. Alright, hold up. Wait a minute. That looks more right. Let's get another two piece or a 3-piece. Oh no, he's built. Just gotta remove this middle piece here. Match this with the 3-piece. Come on. Kind of building like, I guess like his rib or like the bottom round. Alright, now everything is more level. It's really hard to see the depth in the instructions, but yeah, getting everything, now everything looks a lot more stable. Much happier with this so far. But we'll continue with that third block. Gotta put the little boot there. We'll put 2. Where's the other boot though? This is wrong. I gotta get this step piece. Okay. So one more. We're building on like this level here. If y'all can see, like this lower level on the right side. Trying to get through with again more of the pieces just to kind of get more of a wholesome build. Everything is still very loosey-goosey now. Like, I also think that's because the bottom of the bricks don't have the pipes or studs or whatever you want to call them that Lego bricks have. Like, if you can see on the bottom, we'll get a wide piece. See how there's like these like rails? You could see that, right? But like there's no, usually Lego has like 2 like piping pieces over here, and that helps shift and hold like the 6 bricks or like the peg parts from like above. So that's one thing that these nanoblocks is missing and makes it a lot, you know, harder to build on this scale, but we're doing it. We're building a Kirby on stream today. And this is frig. I thought I picked this one as the easy one because it's the small one. The next one has like 400 pieces, so we might be here for a little while. Alright, so we got the first surface down. I'm happy with that. We're up to the hands. And now we're getting into the midsection, which has the smile here. Right there. So that's the midpoint that we've hit. I'm gonna put more of these 3x1 pieces around. Oops. Sorry, curbs. 3x1 pieces are gonna continue to fill the body section. 3x2. Connect these arms. This should give it some stability, I think, because there's a full wraparound almost now. Let's go and get this side in too. So there's a back piece as well. Looks like a regular rectangle, 2x3. Alright, so we're at this level with the mouth. So we're starting to build the face now, it seems. So no nose. But now we start using other colored bricks, including these 3x1 black pieces for the eyes. And they are a little bit more of a pill kind of shape than a rectangle. You see they have the rounded edges, right? I'm trying to stay in center here. I gotta keep remembering to look at the the feed. But yeah. Okay, let's give him. He has some rosy cheeks, so we get a little red here. Red. Oops. Red here. And then we work our way back. So from here, there's a couple of these little boot guys again. Kind of giving Kirby that round shape. Yeah, super tiny pieces. Definitely not stuff you want to lose. Again, this Pokeball is kind of like my first reference to these nanoblocks, nanobricks. What are they? Nanoblocks. If you missed it, these are two sets that I actually got free at Fan Expo. This one I built on site with my nephew, and then this one we took to go. 3, and now we're doing the 2 back here, or 3 and 2 rather. Alright, 3-piece, 2-piece. Alright, we're at the next level. Filling out the face. Okay, so we need... Took that with me by accident. Wish I had a tiny little brick separator. That was definitely a clutch tool for younger Lego fans. There was a brick separating tool that was used to kind of like pry bricks apart with using minimal force. Like sometimes those bricks would just be cemented together. Alright, oops. Making these little pieces fly. Alright, I got these little, I guess the other half of the eyeball, the white part of the eyeball is up. I get 2 of these large pieces here. That fills that out. This fills this side. Now we gotta get a couple more of the back pieces, so 2 more of these boots. Where'd the other one go? So 1 piece. That's a 2-piece. This one will go right here. Alright. Oops, that's not it. Just a second. Did it drop? Did I miss? Am I missing another piece? Let's see. These are all the same. These are all the same. Where is? Looks like I'm missing one of the boot pieces. Hold on. Never mind, I realized that these were incorrectly built. These ones all in the middle, so we're gonna have to dip back. Get back. Y'all don't know me like that. It's the easiest way to do this. Separate this and separate these. No. Let's do this. I'm gonna try and rebuild this way, and then I'll toss it all into the main base build that I just peeled it off from right there. So this now. We need this top piece and this bottom piece. That. Right. I don't think so. Hold on. Let's just go back and start where we were supposed to be, shall we? I was supposed to use some taller pieces for that portion of the head build, so let's get these ones together, these ones together. We got our main part. One of these is right. One of these is not. So yeah, these ones, let's remove these. Alright, so we're by the mouth. The mouth is on. With the mouth, we got 2 and the 3 pieces. Let's get these 3 pieces. Yeah, these arms as well. Secure the arms. And fill that. And then now I think we can get to the eyeball stuff again at that next platform. Yeah, this is where we start building. Let's not worry about the middle. Let's go with, that's all level. So at this point, these are the, yes, these are the ones I want. Tall guys. There's an identical piece, well, nearly identical piece with a significantly shorter steepness to the outside angle over here. So this makes more sense where they're trying to build the roundness at this angle, and then they'll get to a shorter slope around the top just to kind of round them out, right? Just say yes. Okay, so get these pieces back. Come on. Feet, the triple, that. Feet, triple, 2-piece. These are different. These are all different. Alright. Back to the face. We got the 2 black 3x1s. It's 1. And then beside, he has the rosy cheeks. Toss those here. I think we're all on the same, everything's on the same level. Looking good. Alright, so we do the white above the eye. And then we start building these filler pieces. inside. And now we use these shorter feet, the ones that were originally along the side over here. So we're using those to now, again, round, curb, out. So that's there. Then we need a 3-piece on the top. Three. Got a 3 down the middle. Nope. Where am I at? Building up to the top. Got 2 of those guys in. That. Just did a triple. 2 more boots on the side. More boots. Singles. And what's in the middle there? Three by 1. And then a 1. Come on. Alright, we're on the home stretch, so we're on the very top. He gets a 3-piece. He gets a 1-piece. Oh no, never mind. I was on that already. Alright, we're good, we're good. We're on step 12, folks. So now, we actually just flatten the top out. Looks like there's one in the middle here. And 3 in the back. You gotta get 2 for the side part. Right there. And then you just toss this one in. Stabilize all that on top. So that's his body. And then we can go ahead and build his shoes. Let's get his kicks, yo, his Kuya kicks. Alright, so it's pretty much these 2 tiny red pieces and some little single peg piece. That goes like this. And this one pegs on like this. You got 2 red kicks. And then we port them in somewhere. Guessing out on the thigh, on the leg. Doesn't say which one, but I'm gonna put them in the middle just for balance. See that? Just ported them. Like I could pick any leg. Whoops. Sorry, just pulled off your body. Jeez, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother. That's ported in, right? So both of those are in the middle. And this is our Kirby made by Nanoblocks. With the boot swivel, so he will stand. Right. This is again the Pokeball that I built before in the summer when I got both of them for free. So pretty cool. Tiny little brick builds. We got a couple more for you. This was again done by Nanoblocks. Just gonna toss all these extra pieces aside before we get into the next one. And this one, I'm like, yo, this is the easy one. The next one is massive. It's the Hula Girl. So here we go. We'll move these pieces away. We'll keep the bricks just to kind of help frame our shot. Let's get curbs over here, Pokeball over there. How's it going for y'all so far? Having a lazy Sunday. Just chilling out, listening to some synthwave and looking at bricks. But this is what I was saying. Hula Girl. I got these two I mentioned at Fan Expo last summer. Built this one with my nephew on the day of. Built this one live on camera right now. When I was in Hawaii recently, I was looking for some type of, you know, Hawaii reference, Hula Girl or something like that. And I did, like, there's already one for the car, and my fiance already bought one of those as well. So we're like, okay, like, what do I get that's kind of a little bit more unique to my style? And this is what I found. The mini building blocks Hula Girl, 401 pieces. Again, it was 13 bucks or around 16, so pricey, right? Considering, well, those were free, but this is unique, right? Like, unless you're ordering this online and you're specifically looking for it, like, this isn't common stuff that you find at Walmart, Toys R Us, GameStop, whatever, right? And look at the size of the base in comparison to these other builds. So this may be painful. Hopefully not. We got not all night, but we got time, you know. So wow, it's like 30 plus steps, 50 steps or something to this motor. This is getting intimidating now. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. 401 pieces. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know if this is the one, or if we should go back to Wolverine. Honestly, this is very intimidating now that I'm seeing, like, the amount of steps, considering how long it took for me to do Kirby. Kirby was like a 15 step. This is like a 40 step, bro. What do you think, chat? You gotta let me know. It's either I build this and torture myself, or I build Wolverine. What do you think? You gotta let me know. Viewers choice. Come on, pick people. What do you think? No? Everyone all quiet on the chat? Again, am I doing the Hula Girl or am I doing Wolverine right now? What's the group saying? Pick your poison. Which one, yo? Take a picture for the gram while we wait for the votes to roll in. Come on, folks. Let's get some chatter. What are you saying? Hula Girl or Wolverine? Let's get this for the gram. I think I got it. Still nothing? Wolverine or... Nah. That's good. Wolverine or Hula Girl? Let me know. Wolverine or Hula Girl? Come on, peeps. Who do y'all want to see? Alright, I decided. We're going with Wolverine. Alright, let me rehydrate for this one. Starting fresh with the X-Men 97 Wolverine build. Lego has definitely come a long way, you know, since I was a kid. I had original Lego sets. I was part of the Lego club. As nerdy as that sounds, but I would get a kit and a magazine pretty frequently. And I remember when Lego Technic started in the 90s, where pistons and other types of axles and mechanical kind of like prints were made. And it's kind of crazy to think how that led to the evolution of things like Bionicle, like Lego action, technically Lego action figures, Ninjago, and then even just now, they have the engineering, all the parts to create a character from scratch, and they have the license now from Marvel to run Wolverine, which I think is pretty incredible. So we'll definitely get this build going on. There is an app, but we'll just use regular paper instructions here. Or maybe I can scan this with my phone and see if it takes me right to, see where it takes me. Birth year, 1985. Strictly necessary. Yes, I'm about to build. Get the Lego Builder app. Alright, let's try this experience for the Lego Builder app. First time for everything, so let's install that. Open. Hope I don't have to make an account. Hope I could just use it. But of course, you know, when reborn. I already told you. Okay, sure. Alright, scan. While using the app. Tell me this works. Come on. Scan it, bro. What's going on? Hey, you saw the QR, right? What happened? Maybe too much reflection. Okay, we're good. Alright, we pulled up Wolverine. Sick. And start building. Here we go. I don't know what's going on here. How do I just... There we go. Open the parts. Alright, live instructions. Here we go. App instructions, rather. So what we'll do, we're gonna get that out of the way. Probably gonna need more real estate for all these bricks, to be honest. So I'm gonna start moving some stuff. I'm gonna get our mascots out of the way here. I mentioned I wasn't able to bring the box over, but I did put everything into Ziploc bags and then toss them into my luggage. So this was the easiest way to transport them back. So we're gonna go ahead and open up all these pieces. All right, let's pack one, and we'll just sort the big guys out. I like how they have different kinds of yellows. It's not all the same. Where like maybe Wolverine would look, I don't know. He'd blend in too much, you know? But it's kind of cool how they just get all the long brick pieces together. Yeah, I guess it's kind of cool for them to kind of break up the color, you know? Let's get these joints together, these dudes together, group. So like shoulder sockets or hinges or something. That goes with you. All these curved pieces. So many unique shapes. It's crazy. Lego. Either repurposing molds or occasionally introducing a new one into the mix when it makes sense. If they are working on a design and are missing that part, they just create that part. Which is ingenious because, I mean, they already own all the molds to press the plastic, so it's just a matter of whichever, you know, color they inject. That's pretty impressive. They have all the moving parts that they need, and just print them. Run the press. Alright, so that is one big bag sorted. Alright, we're getting into the second big bag, and there's a couple small pouches as well. So I wonder if they use these for like helicopter blades or like swords or like what? Or are these custom Wolverine claws, you know? I don't know. I feel like I won't need them till like later, so I can put them like far away. Those are like the finishing pieces, you know? Guys go together. Okay. Oh, look at this mask. Pretty dope. Nice paint app. Yellow edge. Blue edge. Blue diamonds. Yellows together, yellow diamonds, yellow squares. These are probably his feet or something. These look like hinges. Put his funny face right there in the middle, so he stays there on stream, because I probably won't have to pick that part for a while, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's these guys. 2 of these guys. Triangle pieces. All joints. These are the same? Yes, these are all the same. Black ball joint. Another one of these arch pieces. Curved pieces. Go in the middle there. You all are the same. It's the same piece. Okay. Now we have 3 small bags. foam up. Just a sec. Alright, I wonder if I can save building, taking these bags apart for a little while. Kind of running low on space, so I'll see if we can start with what we got. So I'm looking at the instructions. They want me to take this piece and a red piece. And they want to make this piece. Now they want a long piece and another red piece. And we're going to run this right down the middle. Now the red piece in front hangs off. Like that. Two of the black corner pieces are going to go around like so. Curved yellow pieces hook around the back, and already we got a pull. So let's get these guys out. So this curves back and this curves back as well. And now we get this piece, and it goes underneath like that. And it looks like this is kind of like building the back of his head, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Now two white shoulders and kind of chest pieces, I guess, around this way here. And that white piece goes like that. Two gray stacks pointing out. Those yellow pieces. These step kind of pieces. Where are those? Yellow singles. Gotta open these again. So this is going to be a miscellaneous pile off to the side here, but I know it's because they're all kind of like the little guys that we're going to need eventually. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull them out. Alright, we got our builds. We gotta get our little boots here. It's these pieces with the port out. Flip and repeat on the opposite side. If I could find them. There's one. L'autre piece. Here we go. We got it. Two are in the back, and then we put the black flat piece is facing out. Wherever that black flat piece is. Here's one. This goes out to you, you, and you. Look at that. There you are. Alright, both sides, right? Both sides are looking right. Now I need more of those. It's together. Now we need the beige pieces going above the red, like the gray matter. Single gray pieces that are port up, right? No, the port goes out. One, two, three, four on this side. I need 2 rods and 2 of these ball peg things. So it looks like I take this and this threads the needle here. So this is what I'm talking about. Oops. With Lego Technic, this axle piece. Now they made this little ball piece to almost turn it into like a socket, which is incredible. So that looks like what I need, and then I just insert those across the sides like here. 1 and 2. Now I have the ball sockets. Or these gray guys. That's one. Where's the other one? Where is that gray piece? Those are empty. Am I going blind? I am looking for a matching gray piece to this. Where are you hiding, little friend? Oh, there's only one. Never mind, this whole time. Tripping out thinking I need that piece when indeed I did not. I do need this plus this though, so this piece plus this piece equals that piece. And then one on the opposite side. Two more on top. Yep, that's what I got. And that gets added to the back. Or the top, rather. Here. Okay, set that aside. It's telling me to grab one of these and 2 rounded rectangles. So that means the first one goes up here. And then these rounded areas just come around here. I think we're making the chest piece. 2 black pieces go like this. Take the step pieces and the flats. Turn like that. This fills in the back, and then this flat panel piece right below. 2 more of those step pieces go onto the side. Oops. Wrong color. Come on. Pain. If only I had that handy dandy brick separator. Alright, I got it. This actually goes lower and is flush with that part. And then the orange pieces go there. This one. I'm gonna call them orange. I think they are. And again, cool that they added more, I guess, depth that way, right? So it's not a completely flush color or flat color. Very creative. All right, we got this piece. Fills out the back. Okay. Shoulder pieces. That's cool. These click in. 1. 2. Now we're building the inside. So I need a couple of these shoulder pieces. These, and I need some type of like stepping piece. That's 1, and that's the other. So it says that this curved piece goes like this, so I'll just mirror it. Now these pieces go underneath the shoulders, so flip these shoulders up. That's cool. Rounds and fills out that shoulder socket area. And I guess it also stops that from going too far low down as well, which is cool. All right, both are in. 2 more of those step pieces go here and here. 1, and where's the other? Right here. Flat yellow pieces on the side. step pieces. Front, black and yellow. Black, yellow. Uh-huh. Here we go. Black piece across the top. Big yellow chest piece covers this up, and then these red parts come into the chest. It's like triangular plates go up like this. Need the 4 brick, goes below here. Black pieces, let's see. Interesting, they're new pieces, maybe that one, this one. They're like the tiger stripes, I guess. Alright, I'm looking for this chest piece to go here, that chest piece to go here, more of these yellow curvy guys go around. Yellow and go up. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. These kind of like crisscross, like these new pieces. Another rectangular piece across the middle. Tiger stripes across the middle. Top plate. It goes like this. And we start to fill in the rib cage area. So this drops in like so. It's cool how they have these little pieces all the way around, just to give like some depth to the abs. And they're just these like tiny little pizza slices, just to give it some depth, which is pretty dope. Come on, look at this. That piece is conquered. Saying I gotta get one of these and one of these, combo it up. And then I toss in a couple, this wing piece underneath. Ball joint goes on top. So now I need these little like side anchor pieces, which go here. Yeah, here. And where's the other guy? Yeah, we're building the hips. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. R.I.P. Carl Weathers, Chubbs. 76 years old, Apollo Creed. Dylan from Predator. Dylan. These look like hip sockets. Glue secures builds from one side. Alright, keep it going. Just filling it out now. Oh yeah, the X belts. Let's go. These flat pieces on the side. Cool. I don't know if these are supposed to be like gold pieces or what they originated as, but kind of cool. Front arch band. Come on. Begging. There we go. And all these blue parts. Alright, so we got two main parts done. And these just click in. So peg and socket, and we just click those two together. Nice satisfying click. Little bit, tiny little bit of ab crunch, very minimal, but this is your hip swivel. One thing we can do is, you know, either put that on a hinge or bring this socket out, and then that would allow for more of a crunch. Something to think about in the future. Set this aside for now. We gotta get a gray brick and a double yellow brick. They want that, and then they want this on this side. Now we're getting a shoulder joint of some sort. I've never assembled one of these before, but looks like we're getting this piece over here and this piece over here. And I believe this is gonna turn into a ratcheted socket of some sort. There you go, all one piece. Sure enough, it is a ratchet. So we'll do the same for this side. See the teeth in there. There you go. So 2 ratchet sockets. Now this one. It's added to this here. And then we're gonna make some kind of addition to it. So right on top. And we toss this yellow guy here. These go around the back. Put these two together. Add these triangular pieces or shield pieces on the side. A new piece we add to what we started before. This hinge kind of piece over here. Alright, we're going to add 2 yellow pieces on the underside. So that's 1. And 2. Balance it out. That piece is done. And it ports into his left socket. So this side up, this goes in, clicks. Now he has a ratcheted left thigh. Now we're going to do the other side. Again, this gray piece and a yellow piece. And there's that other step yellow piece. And then I gotta add this guy to the back. Those are together. I gotta start filling it out. This guy goes and drops to cover this side. And we start to fill this out. That piece goes like that. 2 more arch pieces, I think, where the shield goes around like that. And we do something on the bottom, I think. Just used to fill that side. That ports in this right here. Ratchet down. Very cool. Getting there. Alright, let's get to building. We need one of these black parts and one of these black parts. That clicks on top. Another one goes like this. The blue socket goes here. Now we need one of these and one of these. So this goes here. Then we get one of the wheel parts. I'm just going to go ahead and secure that, I think. Yep. So they want us to secure this peg in place. So that all just clicks in. I'm going to make that a little bit more flush. Press it against another brick. Same density, right? Now we also get one of these blue pipes into the back. Two of these bricks on. Looking like his arm, I think. And we're gonna add that black part that we made. Did we make that already? Yes, there it is. Put that all together. And we have a white brick in front. Flesh tone. Alright, we need some triangles. One goes like this. And we need a blue one. This. Okay. Now this goes on this side. Same on the other side. So a triangle piece now. Up. Blue triangle. Oh, these are his legs. This goes in front. These go on the top. Nice. Fully rounded. Circle, teeth. Shield. Clips on. Oh, that's the kneecap. Sick. This is so cool. Alright, let's keep this going. On to the next one. Yeah, these are like the calves. Goes up top. It's actually a really satisfying build considering yeah, they just kind of walk you through. Like we built the torso together, then the hips, gone and built the individual thighs, and then now we're getting to each individual calf. So I imagine like the claws and like the head or the pièce de résistance, as they say, to have that satisfying end to the build with, you know, bringing everything all together. But I don't blame them. I'm pretty sure that's the same way in logic that Gundam has. Just the satisfaction of, you know, putting all those pieces together. Feel that it scratches the same or similar itch to what those types of collectors, builders are into. Pull that app up again. It's like, there we go. All right. Let's keep building this hip part. So it's this shield. Or is there another one of those? That. And where does that go? This goes right on the boot. The other side. Oops, hold up. Of course, I had to launch a piece from behind the desk that fell all the way underneath something at the back of my desk, but we got it. Continue building this calf, this boot, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Gotta build that kneecap again. So that goes up here. Covers everything up. And then this is just these things together. And the last shield. And then that clicks on. Like a kneecap. And now we got 2 boots. It's coming together, right, folks? Alright, so these slide into these knee sockets. How satisfying. Nice little bit of side articulation, but knee bend 90 degrees. There we go. Both knees attached. Now we gotta start building the feet. So we got this piece, and we have the peg. We also have this piece, so that slots in. And I'm gonna go ahead and just double up everything I'm doing, since it's fresh in my mind. Alright, 2 of these. The red peg. I'm gonna guess that I need 2 more of those ball pieces to make the socket. So that's 1. I'm using this piece here to press that in. So it's flush. Same thing here. Oops. There we go. So those are built. Now we add these black pieces. Side. Then we have these blue diamonds. It's like wrong. Yes, I did. I used the wrong piece. Gotta hit these pegs on the back, like so. And then follow up with a diamond, like so, I believe. And we do that on the opposite side. I'll just do the diamond first. And then peg this in, like so. Alright, we gotta add a couple step pieces. So looking at the front. Blue side down. Alright, so that's 1, 2. So let's just get the other side too. That's 1, and that's 2. These triangular pieces get added flush. More blue diamonds. Up top. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Lego Marvel X-Men 97 Wolverine build that we're doing right now. Got this in Hawaii for 11 US or 16 or 15 bucks Canadian, which is pretty crazy because he's selling here in Canada at Toys R Us and the Lego store and a bunch of all those other places for $40. So it was a steal. Pretty much, 70% off or so. So found it in a place called Long's Drugs, which is basically like a Shoppers Drug Mart or Pharmaprix or CVS, depending on where you're coming from, where you're watching from. But we're getting pretty close. We built the torso, the hips, the thighs, then the knees, and now we're pretty much getting into like that. I believe we're into the forearm and upper arm area right now. Like, it looks like we're just kind of filling out this side here. So it looks like I put a blue piece here. Fill that out, but where's that blue step piece? No, I gotta put this blue single piece right here. That fills this out. And then I need the single one flat piece. I was going over on how I used to be into Lego since before Lego Technic. And then Technic introduced all these, sockets and axles and, mechanical pieces, and it's crazy. I haven't really done a Lego build in a long time, and it's cool to see all the new pieces that they've integrated since Lego Technic, which came out in the 90s. I'd say in the 2000s, that's when Bionicle started to get pretty big. I wasn't really into that. I know like the younger generations, that's definitely something for them. And it was, at first, apparently, it was the hardest thing for them to make, and Lego was like really unsuccessful at that time. But believe it or not, I believe Bionicle ended up saving the company. Basically, they used Technic and regular parts. They created their own franchise, so they weren't really paying licensing fees or anything. They didn't really have anything like that to pay for. I'm trying to find that blue step piece as I talk here. But yeah, I know Bionicle was like a big company saving product, you know what I mean, that they released. So, oops. I feel what I'm getting at is Bionicle was basically their proprietary action figure template of all the parts. So now they pretty much have the anatomy of an action figure made by all of their parts, and they got the license to make these action figures, these Lego action figures, pretty much, which is pretty cool. I gotta skip by all this. Cut up both feet. So this one pegs in here. It's 1 foot. And let's peg in this one here too. And you could see it coming together, which is pretty dope, not gonna lie. Alright, we're going to start making the arms here. So first and foremost, we need these kind of scissory pieces. This goes like this. And we need a socket part, which goes here. Blue part, which goes here. Blue diamond, which gets attached to the blue circle. And then some flat flesh tone. We add the socket part here. And we add another scissor part. Know how to get this on. This should be like this. Yes, there we go. That locks that in. And I think I need to go and add a blue diamond here. Alright, we add some muscle up top. Both of these go over here. Round out. I think slope. Okay, looking good. Bicep is looking full. Now this, I guess this glove. So this goes over. Small circular piece here. That's one arm. Hooks in to this shoulder socket. So, oh, awesome. This is looking sick. All right, we gotta mirror it up on the other side. So let's work on the right arm. Blue diamond. Diamonds are forever. This has to be like the wrist joint. It's the only thing I could think of to have a ball peg that far out. And then I guess some like very basic articulated hands. Okay, so we get another these parts and that triangle to seal it up, or a diamond rather. Gotta build up some muscle now. Here, round out the muscle up top. Fill out the forearm. And then this ports in to the side. So now we got both of the arms on, and now we build the hands, which looks very exciting. Let's get this peg. Okay, I'm just gonna do everything left and right at the same time. Save time, I'm just gonna mirror everything, knowing that's what I'm gonna need to do eventually. That goes there, and that goes there. Blue piece. Blue piece. Another. Silver piece. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't know if I've seen these flat kind of joint pieces before. One, I think I missed a step. Let's go back. This piece goes here. And one more of these. And the same for the opposite side. This blue one goes in. This other gray part goes out. Guessing that's what's gonna collect all the blade pieces. Alright, so this now needs a cap, but one of these blue guys to come out first. And same on this side. Blue part down. Cap on. Yo, Freezewave, what's good? My boy CJ's in the house. Ganondorf. We're just building some Lego, bro. This is a kit that I brought back from Hawaii. This is the Lego Marvel Wolverine from X-Men 97, the new animated series that's coming out. It retails for like 40 bucks Canadian, or like 16, or like I guess like 25-ish. No. Probably like 30, 32, 35 bucks in the US. Here in Canada it's 40 bucks. I found it in the US for $12, so that's 15 bucks. I basically got it for like a third of the price. So I'm just here chilling, building some stuff live on stream. We did look at this Figma Samus earlier, so this is what I was kind of posing around earlier. I even did a figure comparison with other M Samus. So this is the first one that Figma made. And then they made Zero Suit Samus, they made a Metroid Prime Corruption Samus, and then this is the latest one that they got. So I'd made this little Kirby, as well. So this Kirby is by Nanoblocks, and I got this for free at Fan Expo. I actually got both of these for free at Fan Expo. This one we built on site, my nephew and I, and then we got another time slot to build a Kirby. But I actually only built the Kirby like live a couple minutes ago. So we ended up shifting over to a more complicated build. I was asking people what I should do next, if it's Wolverine or this little girl that I got, and I decided to go with the Wolverine. Nobody was kind of voting, so I just made that call myself, and pretty happy with it. We're getting into the hands, I believe, right now. It started off with the torso to the hips, down to the thighs, the calves, and then the feet, and then I just literally put the bicep and forearms together. So I was just talking about how, you know, I've been collecting Lego all my life, and I saw it evolve over time, probably falling off with Lego Technic. But then I was saying how Bionicle is, if you haven't seen the Lego documentary, it saved Lego. When Lego was kind of like irrelevant, they went ahead and they made Bionicle, which was their own kind of action figure line using Technics, like Lego Technics pieces, and it made it popular again to buy Lego. And let me know how the audio and stuff is, so I can adjust. I don't know if the audio is loud. I know last time you were saying the audio might be a little loud. Halo always had my favorite sets. See, Halo, if you're thinking about Halo, that's actually Mega Constructs or Mega Blocks. And I had a bunch of those too. I still have a bunch of Mega Constructs figures. I'm gonna say this, and I know some fanboys may, you know, not like it, but Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs Heroes are better minifigures than Lego minifigures. Like, Lego minifigures are, you know, the original, but the articulation and the sculpt in a Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs minifigure is superior to Lego minifigures by far, especially when it comes down to articulation. So yeah, I had a whole wave of like different colored builds, and like Banshees and Warthogs and all that other types of stuff, and I ended up selling those. But I have a whole bunch of Ninja Turtles and other types of characters. So yeah, if you're into blocks, I could definitely, you know, bust those out in future. But yeah, so here again we built most of Wolverine. We're pretty much getting into the final parts here by getting his hands together and his head. So I'm excited for this one. Look at his little face over here. But yeah, so I've got to start clicking in these here. So there's that, which I think is his thumb. And then I gotta get this pipe through, and then I gotta click in his fingers, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, that's pretty dope, like that they use these so that I can have fully articulated fingers. Like I can have a closed fist. Look at that. Isn't that sick? Audio's good? Okay, sick. Thumbs up. I'll give y'all a thumbs up. I could keep all, I guess, like open up the entire hand. I could do a shaka. Surf's up, bro. Shaka. I could do the sign of the beast. I could flip the bird. This is pretty jokes, to have articulated hands on a Lego figure. So I got 3 blades. So now I take these adamantium blades and slot them in. This is pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. These big ass Wolverine claws. think I'm gonna angle them out slightly. And I can even pivot the base a little bit to kind of... I want that little middle claw just to kind of be slightly misaligned, like a little raised a little bit higher. And then angling these ones out as well. So this just plugs into this wrist socket here. Bang. And here is one fully complete Wolverine arm, which is pretty sick. So I said I was building this one on the side. Like I pretty much have been cloning each side, skipping the instructions, knowing that I have to get there at some point. So we'll get the thumb in. We'll get his fingers. 2. Thanks, man. Audio's good. Dope. Yeah, I'm standing too. So I don't know if that helps, but yo, what up? What up, world? So this is, yeah, I have the mic right here. I have obviously my webcam right in front, and then this is a top-down camera. You can't see it, it's out of frame, and it's right here. So you can see what that's like. But yeah, looking down, let's get his blades in. And like I said, I want to kind of spread the blade out a bit, and then even pull this claw so it's pointing up just slightly. I don't know why, but I'm just trying to get that effect. And go ahead and get that plugged into his right wrist socket. So this clicks in, and there you go. Getting there, folks. Alright, now we're building the head. We gotta get this part here. And we put these yellow bricks on top. We get these side pieces to get some pegs around there. These double diamond pieces will angle out like so. Yellow piece up top. Get these wings all covered up. Is this the back of his head? Steps. Up. Little red, black pieces. One triangle piece lines up with this. Other one lines up here. Gotta find these other kind of wing pieces that they have. Everything looks like it blends into my desk here. Okay. Now these two pieces, which way facing up like that. Alright, now we get the face on. We put this round piece here. We put this peg piece through. And then it just pegs into that backing I made. And there you go. Part of his face is built. Alright, let's keep going here. So this flat piece gets a black diamond and a gray piece. Okay. Piece covers up the side. And it clicks in. So this goes around this. And then close it up. Oh yeah, that is sick. You can't tell me that doesn't look awesome. Alright, we'll copy it on the other side. So first and foremost, gonna get this peg piece up. Black diamond. Up, that wing goes here, black side covers up that piece, and then I think that's it. Yep. So again, same thing, we're taking these and porting it into the side, and then we close it. Nice, that's sick. That's it, and we poured it in. So there he is, Wolverine for the world to see. I know he's too big for the camera here, so let's get him in. Full view, looking pretty good. Neck's kind of funny because the way that the joint sits over here, right there, makes him kind of like hunchbacky, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's okay because I wanted to pose him in like a berserker rage kind of like position where he's maybe like hunched over. Articulation, knees, get him into like crouching. Doesn't really have, again, no ab crunch, but this is a kind of a sick pose, right? Where he like kind of bends down and has his claws in front of him. Right? I could see Wolverine doing one of these, like, come at me, and then having even just blades out, or just lunging forward. I think that's why it's kind of cool to maybe have this going on. Like a Superman like lunge. That work? Something like that. Just looking up. Claws kind of opened up. Not bad. See how he's stable from a posing standpoint. I mean, he has like let's go into the articulation of this bad boy. Head is on a ball joint. And head leans forward over the shoulders, kind of hunched, but that does allow you to, you know, swivel the head, you know, as you see fit. Lift it up, look down like a little bit, I guess. Look up, look down. You do see all this funniness over here when you lift up, though. The shoulders have articulated flaps, so that gives you more clearance to move these arms, which is nice. The arms are on these ball pegs. Then you have your 90 degree, or not even 90 degree, I guess it's almost a double jointed elbow because you're pretty flush. Now the wrists are on these ball pegs, right? So you have that, and then you have articulated thumb and individual fingers. So you can actually hold something if you wanted to. Let's get all this sat back down. Looking at the rest of the figure, you have a hip swivel, no ab crunch. Very like, I wouldn't even call it an ab crunch, it's just like the looseness of the joint. So yeah, swivel. You can kick up that high with, just kind of comes into contact, the thigh plastic comes into contact with that waistband, but you can go out that way if you wanted to, and then turn the foot, and that works. So that's the way that you'd bypass like the knee kind of position. No thigh swivel, but there is good knee, 90 degree knee bend, and this little knee socket, kneecap, where you can use it to kind of cover up. It allows, you know, you to bend forward and backwards and adjust the kneecap to kind of cover up the gap, which is good. No calf swivel. I guess you get a little bit of give with the knee. And same, a little bit of give with the ankle rocker, you know, to kind of tilt forward and back. And left and right. So you can get into a low pose. Something like that. Come at me, bub. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm digging it. I'll probably put him. Oops, lost the kneecap already. Put him on the shelf behind for now. See where we can get him. There you go. X-Men 97 Wolverine complete. pretty cool. Again, the fact that, you know, you get a decent sized action figure with that Lego build is pretty cool in my opinion. Trying to figure out where I put all my extra bricks. But I do have this bag from the Kirby build, so I may as well just keep parts together. I have more storage for like loose Lego parts for random builds, whatever. But yeah, we got through the Samus figure, right? Did a cool comparison with her against the other M figure. You know, actually, I'm gonna put this away. I'm ready to still finding a place to put it out, but we gotta make some changes. Cool again, first time this is coming in a sleeve, like this kind of closed sleeve, so that just goes in here. Looks good, right? Nice package here. One thing we did. The other thing was nanoblocks. So again, got these both at Fan Expo last summer. Built this one with my nephew on site. Built this literally on stream a little while ago. So took care of that. And then our friend Wolverine. This guy. Alright, pretty dope. Great price too. So I cannot complain. I think if you missed it, I did mention that this guy sells for 40 bucks Canadian. I'm gonna say like 35 bucks in the US. I found it at Long's Drugs, which is like a CVS, a Shoppers Drug Mart, Pharmaprix, whatever you want to call it, for 12 bucks US, which is $16 Canadian. So pretty much I paid a third of the price, and yeah, had a fun time, you know, building this figure. Now, would I collect them? I don't think I'm gonna get into this line. I'm gonna say this is still for the younger collector. I do have a couple Marvel Legends Wolverine action figures. I have, if anything, I would get into like the Mafex, like articulated action figures, but I think I have a pretty good, you know, Marvel Legends. You know, I'm happy with what I got with Marvel Legends, so I don't know if I'm gonna delve into that. So this one I probably would sell. I'd recommend it. It's a fun build. I'd recommend it for someone who's looking for Lego and X-Men. Obviously this is a good crossover. Like, I'd personally rather build these than get the minifigures with like the X-Jet or anything like that. Like, that's my personal recommendation for people that would want like X-Men Lego crossover stuff. So yeah, if you're into them, these Marvel Lego action figures look really cool, and I know that there's more out on the market right now. So if you get them on sale, for sure, at the current price point, still pricey, but again, you know, you're paying 40 bucks and you're now competing with, I guess, like, you have a larger action figure than a Marvel Legends, than, you know, a McFarlane Toys. So I guess the money is, you know, kind of worth it in that sense if you want the satisfaction of the build. The other thing though that you end up sacrificing is articulation. Other action figures likely have better articulation now, the sculpt, because it's already pre-made, pre-painted. So this one is more so if you want the satisfaction of building the Lego build on your own and putting it together. But you know, to each their own. This was, again, like I said, fun to put together. I think it's really creative how they did that. One thing I want to call out too is I found it interesting and like smart, rather clever, that they did allow for these sockets like in the back, so that if you wanted to build like a Lego flight stand or something like that, you can have him airborne and peg him into, you know, just get a couple straight bricks and, like, you know, a long tall brick and a base, and then you can just have this dude, you know, elevated, dynamic positions, like diving forward, like whatever you want to do, you can just kind of peg that into the back. So I think that's kind of cool that they were able to incorporate that, and how clean everything else looks. Like, all these pieces look super finished. The abs, like the shoulder pieces, like all the flatness around here, you don't see a lot of ports and pegs. The fact that they were able to even integrate these kneecaps to kind of cover up the gray joints beneath is pretty smart. And yeah, overall I think it's a pretty cool design. So again, I'd recommend it for people who are into Lego and Marvel, that are maybe, you know, looking for a different kind of action figure that you can get. But yeah, let's get him into his like X position, straighten out these blades a little bit, and yeah, tossing him on the side here. So with that being said, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that we can cover. We went over, yep, Wolverine. We didn't get into the Hula Girl yet. I probably will save her for another stream. It took a lot of time to build this Kirby, as small as he is. It took a decent amount of time to build that, and he was small. And this Hula Girl here, she's 401 pieces. So this dude is maybe an inch tall, right? And this says that she finishes at 5 inches tall. So, you know, she's 5 times taller than this. So she's gonna feel, I feel like this might be a multi-stream project, but we'll see. We will see. Otherwise, Awesome Toy Show is being delayed, I believe, until June, so stay tuned for more info there. Titan Toys, again, remember to use the promo code TOYBACON to get 10% off at titantoys.ca. That is our retail partner supporting the stream. That's where I got that Samus figure. Scars and Straps Barbershop, we had our first Smashdown last week. Remember, every last Sunday of the month is Smashdown, free to enter. Attack on Art. He is a Smash illustrating all-star that you definitely need to check his stuff out on Instagram. His commissions are open as well. Same with Toy Bacon. Toy Bacon commissions are open. A tasty take on toys. A lot of the action figure photography that you see on my handle, on the Toy Bacon handle, and especially on Drew Olive. He's pumping out the content like crazy. A Go Hair, your cut and color destination in Port Credit. That's 507 Lakeshore Road East. Go check out Andrea. And I think that we are good to go. I think we got, you know, we covered a pretty good ground with the Samus Figma action figure. Again, she's like amazing. The latest Samus action figure, fourth one to be released. First one being Other M, which is this one here. Then they released Zero Suit Samus. In the blue Zero Suit, they released another Samus in the Corruption Metroid Prime 3 suit, and then this is the fourth iteration to come out. Absolutely amazing shoulder articulation. The butterfly joints are just absolutely nuts, so make sure to check the stream to see that. I'm probably going to make some shorts out of it as well. We then went into, again, building our Kirby, right? That took a little pretty long, very tedious, you know, when you're working with these microscopic bricks. Like, look at Kirby is probably the size of Wolverine's head, if that, right? Let's get a little closer here. All right, look at the difference in like the brick ratio, even if you look at the parts for scale, where these creases and stuff are. And these nanoblocks rather, very tedious, and that's a lot of what she's going to be, this mini building blocks Hula Girl. So again, we'll save that for another stream. But otherwise, I think this was a good one. Looking forward to doing more action figure breakdowns and streams in future. Hopefully, again, we get more chat involvement as we sort of go. We're looking really to work closer with Titan Toys to get action figures as soon as they are released. So really excited to get some stuff there. Some other pieces that we want to take a look at will be some Transformers, and more to come. So let's toss this here. Time being, we'll get you out of the shot. And you know what? Because I'm itching to open this one up. This is very simply, not even anything crazy, but a Marvel light to add to the fun stuff behind me right now. I found this at TJ Maxx for $10. You can see it here. So pretty simple, just the Avengers. You have Cap, you have Black Panther, Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, and Hulk. So, and apparently there's 2 light modes. So let's check this out. Again, $10 at TJ Maxx. I couldn't say no. Paladone is actually the brand that created all the other lights that I have in the back there. So the Yoshi light, the Animal Crossing light are both by Paladone as well. They got Mario lights and other types of stuff. They all kinds of franchises. So I wanted to maybe just do this one last unboxing here, and we can find a home for it together. So on the back, you have your instructions. I'm pretty sure this is just for battery installation or USB, so it works via USB as well. I'm debating on how to power those. Certainly they're like right now they're unpowered, but I'm thinking of maybe putting a USB splitter or something around there to power the lights. Just give it a little bit more pop in the background. Press it once, press it for turn it on, press it twice for pulsing, and 3rd time to turn it off. So simple instructions there. Let's grab this light out of the box. Alright, so you have 2 sockets here to screw it onto the wall. This will take 3 AAA batteries. Can't see. Can you see? There we go. We got some Paladone information, some electrical information, and voila, Marvel in all its glory. Put it away. So I'm debating. I think I'm gonna maybe put it up top, maybe by Deadpool. Let's see if this will reach. Hard to make out now. Maybe it does need the batteries. Do I have that? I don't know if it's hard to make out, but I have two batteries, but it takes USB somewhere. Oh, it takes USB here, so let's test it out, shall we? Just so happen to have a USB, micro USB rather. So let's test it on the fly. All right, micro USB in hand. Port on the side. Moment of truth. Put it on. All right, let's try that again. And there we go. Now let's test it with the lights off. Hey Google, turn off ring light and softbox. All right. Still too bright, right? Do this. It's better now. But seems to be, I think, the regular light. Off. That's just on. So there you go. Marble. Let's toss that again in the background. Maybe I'll find a way to get them on the wall. We'll see. We'll see. Hey Google, turn on softbox. There we go. Smart lights, right? Right, but I think I'm gonna call it here. Pretty good coverage so far, and yeah, I think the Hula Girl will probably be next, unless there's any other requests. Again, I got Transformers, I got action figures, I got Amiibo, you name it. I'm trying to just share the collection, you know, on stream where it makes sense, if people enjoy it, and just kind of, yeah, sharing the fandom across here, talking about action figures and how people can get deals and all kinds of other fun stuff. So adding that to the mix of content for 2024. So I hope y'all enjoyed what you saw. If there's anything specific you're looking for, do let me know, even if it comes down to the format, the audio, the video, any of that type of stuff. Open to feedback to, you know, just have a good time with a chill community. But in any case, yeah, we will tune out for tonight, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.